All right, mic check, mic check. Just hate it when your kid actually decides they got nothing better to do than play with your chair. All right. And now that's disabled. But we'll get there. That's just not gonna fly right now. Webcam's gonna be disabled just for a second as we're playing. We're gonna play catch up real quick. But for those who don't know, this is Jonas Nebraska. We're doing Up the Fulham. It is currently 0-0 Everton versus Fulham at the new Everton Stadium. And it just seems to got a little bit. All right, I'm gonna try to sync my stuff. Oh, trying to get to it, but I will say this has been a good start for Everton so far. I don't think anyone's going to deny that. My stream is a little behind, so if you want to take a look and sync up, that is where we're at. And all I can say is that Fulham really, really could use the points today. They're still going to call a foul on Bassey. I don't think that was the case. I'm looking at the replay. Okay, he does get in front of him. Yeah, that's a foul. I can't deny that. Anything if there's ever any Everton fans in here, welcome, welcome. Um, it's been interesting just watching this. I just love it when the camera doesn't want to act. Okay, there we go. And wow, the Fulham defense is really kind of struggling here. Sessegnon gets it out of danger. Jimenez was trying to get to it. It does not look like that was the case. Ooh. All right, I am nice and shiny right now. But yeah, Leno and Sessegnon, they did have it covered, so that's the good thing is it was covered. I'm not gonna say that it was not gonna say there wasn't a chance for something to happen, but yeah, at least I can say that at that time that was definitely covered. It just was awkward at best. And I'm sorry, I don't even think it's hmm. Barry. Oh, there's nothing else I can say. Is Everton definitely on the front foot. I'm not gonna say. Whew, it's definitely a struggle right now. It's a struggle. We're gonna see. I am not liking. We're not even gonna say sharp play. It's been good play for Everton so far. Kevin's in there as well. Let's see where this. No, it is definitely a good looking stadium. No one's going to deny that. No one is going to deny that. But right now, I look. I think it's all the. Again, for anyone watching, thanks again. This is Jonas Brasco. This is Fulham. This is Everton. And thank you. I was gonna say, if we could actually get a corner, that'd be great. And of course, there's a foul. I don't think. All right, let's see, because I think it was. One thing that right now the commentators are trying their best to talk about Kevin. I mean, I'm really hoping for some good things from the kid. It's still early, still new. I understand he's getting used to the system, and that's not great. Yellow card for Lukic. And sorry I did get that main lineup there, but with that, Lukic will miss the next game against Sunderland, which absolutely sucks because that is all right, that'll be the 22nd. Free kick from there. The wow. And that was a good Gardner, nice free kick. Power's good. Leno had it, but wow, that was not a no, that was not by any means a bad attempt. I think the other thing is I'm wearing my jacket, and that's what's kind of throwing it off just a little bit. It wasn't. Jimenez is getting some advice from Leno right now. Hey, thanks again for stopping in. We had little technical difficulties getting up, but we're up and going. Hopefully, you've been watching the game so far. Not much has happened other than Anderson's down. Lukic got a yellow. He's going to be missing the game against Sunderland, which really, really sucks. But it is what it is. Yeah, Anderson got a knock. His nose is currently bleeding, so there's just currently some stoppage. This will probably add maybe 1 or 2 minutes stoppage time moving into the second half. How did I become a Fulham fan? Um, Simply put, one name, Brian McBride. Um, Around 2005, the MLS All Star Game featured Fulham, and I was already a fan of Brian McBride from his performance in the 2002 World Cup in Korea, Japan. And it's just that I didn't have a Premier League team. I just got out of college and I didn't actually have access. Because, of course, broke college kid, no cable um, in the United States. So, mind you, there's no like no Satanta or Sky Sports that I had access to at the time. And sure enough, it's just I hadn't followed a Premier League team, and Brian McBride was on Fulham. And as went by, Carlos Bocanegra, Eddie Johnson, Casey Keller, Clint Dempsey, more and more American players started to join. And compared to the rest of the league, it's like, okay, I'm going to support Fulham. And that's how that happened. And it's been, yeah, it's weird to say that I've been a Fulham fan for nearly 20 years, but that's what happened. And around 2000, around 2007, 2008, near the time of the Great Escape, I found the Fulham USA forum, and I was able to get in contact with other Fulham fans. Just Anthony Robinson, but I'm in North Carolina, so Tim Ream, of course, is over at Charlotte. So it's been nice to still have a chance to see a former Fulham player close by. And anytime that he will still sign Fulham shirts at the game. I remember one time someone gave him a Chelsea shirt to sign, and he did it. He did it. It just was a very very kind of a cringe thing. And I can't. And yes, Robinson is there now, but sadly he's had that knock for a while, and I'm not expecting him to be. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't see him featured until after the transfer window, and that may be something that may have to happen because if he's not getting better, it may be best to um, make something happen with him in the transfer windows. I know freaking Leeds will take him. I mean, that seems to be the team where all the Americans want to go now is Leeds. So we can ship him out there if we need to. But right now, Fulham is still trying the best to maintain possession, but it's Everton. I I don't hate Kevin. I think he has speed, and I really wish he's not a replacement for Robinson. Um, like one thing I've noticed, especially like in the game against in the cup game against Cambridge, is that Kevin has speed, but he needs to be aggressive. Not saying that Anthony Robinson is a very aggressive player because he's not, but he's gonna have to be, and just literally what I saw there is Kevin's gonna have to play defense. He's gonna have to track back. He knows he's not gonna playing in the Premier League and playing like even in that cup tie. It's like you're gonna have to play defense. You're gonna have to be aggressive. You're not gonna get the space. I think it's a different type of it's a different flow of game. It's gonna be it's gonna take some time. It I really would have liked to. I mean, you it's a trial by fire thing, and I think having him, I think he's earned a starting spot. I think he's earned the spot for now because there is no Robinson. I mean, more or less, I'm just glad that our injury situation has gotten better. I think that's one thing that has still is still the thing. And they say Robinson it's won't be back till mid December. But yeah, I still don't think Kevin knows how to play in this team, and it's gonna take some time to figure out. I do believe the talent is there, but at the same time, oh, okay, that was Bassi went down and went down hard. That was a little bit of a confusing challenge between him and Barry. Bassi does get the ball. He's not trying to trip Barry up, and they just kind of, yeah, just kind of locked feet together. Well, actually, let's check out. Oh, nothing happened there. Well, I mean, we'll see because Chukwueze is definitely on the bench. I think he's more aggressive. That's okay. That was actually a decent cross by Kevin. Sessignon gets it back in the box. Wilson gets it back out. Well, I'll say this much: Chukwueze is definitely going to get some time. Will definitely get some time against that in that run back against Newcastle. Like I do think it's going to be all hands on deck in that one. So I don't even think we got to worry about that. And if you want to see someone who's probably not going to, who needs more time, um, but I don't. But right now, I don't know how they fit in the lineup either. Is Harrison Reed and uh, will be just straight at and just like that. Everton's back on the counter, but Fulham has people back. It's 5-on-2, and Bassi does a good job not to foul. It's definitely yeah. Mm. Yeah, sorry, I had their subs up too. All right, there we go. That's all up and going. And I can't say surprised that's happening where there's just Fulham's trying to slow it down. But this game, yeah, this has been pretty much an all Everton game. Not it's almost I mean I could say it's almost like they forgot the previous game with Wolves, but it is a different in quality. To be honest, I think the one thing that would help Kevin a lot that he can't that I've noticed he can't do right now is hold on to the ball. Like if Kevin gets the ball, watch how. If anyone's watching, if Kevin gets the ball, let's see how long he actually holds it. There we go, right there. That is my issue with Kevin. That is my biggest issue. It's definitely that much to do about nothing. Is like just hold the ball. If you can hold the ball, take your time a little bit. Like if I had to say the okay, let me take a step back. They said Barry's down. He's holding. It looks like he's holding his not quite his ankle, but looks like he's holding his lower leg, like his shin. It looks like they're saying Anderson ran into him, but I don't. I didn't. They didn't really show anything in the replay to make it seem like there was anything malicious or anything along that nature. The physios are coming out. Let's see. I can't say I don't think Leno is underrated at all. He's the one who keeps getting the he's the one who keeps getting the armband. Like Leno is definitely the captain of this team. Sorry, Tom Carney, but Leno is really much Leno is the captain of this team. Leno is. There's been times where it's a it's a 2-1 match or three or even like a straight loss, and I still have Leno as my man of the match. Because it's there's times where I honestly do think he's the oh, there we go. There's times where I do feel like Leno is literally the only one on the field trying. But no, I'm no. Leno has definitely been the. I don't know if I can say player of the year, but he's definitely the captain of this team. And he's good. And in this game, he's going to be called upon again. There's no doubt about that. You know, it's a corner. I mean, I think the big thing about the Wolves game that helped is the fact that we just had so many people who came back with Tete and Anderson and Sasha Lukic. Just having somewhat a cohesive back line. But again, okay, Leno. Okay, man. But no, I'm not. I haven't said anything about Muniz. I haven't said anything about Cess. It was a challenge. They're trying to give. Yeah, I think Grealish was calling for the card. It wasn't. No, I mean I'm looking at this now. Okay? Anderson does foul. Anderson does foul. That should be a card. I'm not surprised. Yeah, that should be a card. I'm not surprised, but that probably should be. It's still gonna be a free kick. I mean, Leno is definitely being challenged. Like that's the thing is like you can't say he's not the best player on the team sometimes when you have matches like this where he is definitely the one who's having to be the most active. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Kevin's on the wall. Tete kicks it out. Well, now you know. They said Muniz. He got a he got a ball to the face from Tete. Wilson tried to get to it, but back in the Everton half. And but still, Fulham hasn't been able to. Oh, Jimenez was backing it and caught the foul. And the possession is actually not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, Everton is still leading 56-44 in possession, but yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was. There's only one other game going on right now. It's also 0-0, and that's West Ham versus West Ham Burnley. Foul by Bassi against Barry, and yeah, I mean it's a foul. Barry oversells it, but it is a foul. It's gonna be a free kick. Yeah, so even the commentators are like, "Yeah, it was a foul, but making sure it was a free kick." Any case, oh, and also I want to thank everyone who was hopping on, who did hop on stream. We had over 100 views last week. In the box, Fulham crowds it. Bassi kicks it out, but only to the halfway line. Again, it's gonna have to play defense. Nice slide. Gets the ball out anywhere but the net. It's gonna be a throw in for Everton. Sanderberger was the one who boots it out. 32nd minute, no score. There are some people that come on Fulham. It's very rare, but like, it is a it is a corner. Sasha Lukic is going to take it. Not a great hitter, but Fulham does still try to maintain possession. Getting back into the box. Jimenez still will be. Jimenez with a shot. Nothing, sadly, nothing on it. Grealish out to the box. Bear. Thank you. It was a good cross, but all sides. And I had to put that pin up. I forgot to do that earlier. Someone decided they wanted to test some things. We don't do that here. Yeah, we can. Yeah, they definitely can't do that. Yeah, free kick. 35th. We're in the 36th. About to hit the 37th minute. Found the box. Mm. Jimenez is down for a little bit. This is a okay. Uh, Jimenez, yeah, yeah, King kind of goes across his face a little bit, but still Burn. Oh, and Burnley has scored on West Ham, so that's 1-0 Burnley. Kevin does a short free kick. Wilson, and there's a foul. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. There was something happening. Ref is. I think Tete gets. Yeah. Okay. Barry was holding on to Tete's shirt, and they just. And now it's gonna be a free kick for Fulham, top of the circle. Wow, I feel weirdly weird saying that for a football match, but yeah, it's top of the circle. Pickford wasn't thrilled about that either. You got Jimenez and Wilson surrounding the ball. Again, no spoilers. All the scores that you see at the bottom are going to be spoilers for. We'll have scores and times for every game except this one. Straight to straight to the wall. We're gonna see Awobi. Oh no, Bassi. Bassi does get tripped. It's gonna be another free kick given away by Everton, and oh, that could have been a card by Gardner. That could have been. It's not. And considering this game, I'm actually okay with it. There's been some things where I thought Fulham should have gotten a card, but yeah, it's 7 fouls apiece. This has not been um yeah, if you were looking for like a pretty classy game, this ain't it. Free kick into the box, not great, not bad. And then there's again, yeah, balls given away from both teams. Sessignon gets it back to Leno. Leno's gonna hold it for a minute. Boots it too. We're gonna see who gets on this. And Everton, after all that, gets the ball. It's gonna be a foul. And this can be bad. This could be very bad. Dewsbury Hall goes down. Sasha Lukic. We're gonna see. Does Lukic foul? Yes, he does. And we are going to. All right. I know what to do here. Okay. That was a little bit luck. I'm not gonna lie. That was a little bit lucky. But Lukic needs to be very, very careful. Keane. Oh, Leno blocks the first one. The flag is up again for Everton. Everton. Wow. So close. There is so much luck for Fulham right now. So much luck. Oh, wow. I'm. Yeah. It is. Man, Tarkovsky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was. This should be 1-0. This should be 1-0. I am so sorry. I think. Mm, yeah. It's if you're neutral watching this, you may be wondering what are you watching. I'm like, this is literally what you have now are two teams that are really struggling to make something happen. This is what you get with a 14 versus 15 matchup. It's not the scrappiness of the bottom of the table, but it's not the free flowing style that you expect at the top of the table. Top of the box. Fulham's being a little bit, I won't say panicky. And again, Kevin, this is where I do see the criticism with Kevin. Kevin is just is kind of watching. He does have his man marked, but it's gonna be interesting. Oh, okay, boot out. It's gonna be interesting. Halftime's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Is halftime will be interesting to see because this is not again. This has not been a great matchup for Fulham. Okay, I think I made that a little too dark, but there will be some adjustments at halftime. I assure you. And I think like a lot of people that are watching this game, it literally is we're hoping that halftime is a whole lot better than what we're seeing now. But first we gotta see how much stoppage time they're gonna give. As we are now 45 have passed. They're gonna throw 6 minutes on there. A bit surprised, honestly. Kevin now again. Okay, hold the ball, Kevin. Kevin does have the ball. Oh, okay. That was actually good. That was a very good tackle. This is what I'm saying. You gotta be more aggressive. I think he's starting to. I think he's starting to realize that. No foul. That's waved off. Keep playing the ball. But the offsides are definitely going to be the story of this half because this game could easily be 2-0. Jack Grealish. Kenny Tete has done a great job on Jack Grealish. And that would probably be if push comes to shove, that would probably be the if not Leno, Kenny Tete would be man of the match. All right, now that whistles are going off, everyone's trying to separate each other. We're gonna see what happens here. The referee, for the most part, has tried to keep this match pretty even, and I got no beef. Okay, so Tarkovsky throws down Tete. Bassi kind of gets what Bassi keeps his arms around there. So now, yeah, there's some jawing. Anderson Anderson comes in, and there's a Bassi's actually trying to break it up. It looks like there's going to be. I think the captain's going to get a card. Yeah, Tarkowski got a yellow, and Bassi got a yellow. So both of them long throw. Grealish gets it inside to the box. Out. Tarkowski with a cutter. And I don't think there's going to be an argument on this one. Yeah, I'm just watching. Did it? It's just too many people were coming in. Too many people were coming in. It was a flood. It literally was a sea of blue. Anderson did a great job. Leno gets a foot to it, but it just couldn't keep it out. And again, it's just Leno did Leno did everything he could there. Well, Fulham hasn't given up yet. Kevin tried to shot, just nothing. 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 Literally much to do about nothing. 6 minutes have passed. In consideration, no. Lukic is going out at half. I don't think there's any consideration about that. He's going out at halftime. And with that, we come to the half. We come to the half. There's what can I say? 1-0. Everton deserved to be up 1-0. Everton deserved to be up. This score should actually be 2 or 3-0. I mean, I don't have anything else I can really say about that. That's what this game should be. It's not, and I'm glad. But yeah, this should be a three. This should definitely be a 3-0 game. I'm trying to tell myself. I'm trying to tell myself right now that this is not. Uh, what am I saying? What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want to sit here and be like, hey, yeah, I think that's the thing. I want to sit here and say, hey, this is not like this is not a bad game, but it is. I mean, there's no there's no sugarcoating it. This is a bad game, and I really want to sit here and be like, this is not that we're gonna see something better out of the second half. But with what I'm watching so far, I don't know if I can say that. Okay. Like that's gonna be the question. What do you think Fulham can do better in the second half, other than just play better? We can say play better, but I think you gotta get Josh King in there. I don't think you can leave this like this. I think this game this way. I think you have to get Josh King in there first and foremost. And I can accept that that may be kind of controversial, but like this ain't working. Like this is not working. There's nothing else I can say. Um, and I feel bad saying that because I want to say it's not for lack of trying. Ooh, but it is in some ways. In some ways, it actually is lack of trying. But nonetheless, we'll go to the stats real quick because it's not actually bad. Is the weird thing is it's not bad. It's just it's another stoppage time goal. I think that's what makes this more frustrating. Not so much that the score is 1-0 Everton. I can accept that because Everton has definitely been the better team. What is bad is it's another stoppage time goal. But as you see, this is where we're at now. Fulham, a great 3-0 win. We're currently down 1-0. The possession, yeah, Everton had more possession, more shots on goal, less fouls, the same amount of corners. Fulham is not out of this match. It's just you got that question still keeps coming. Where the goal is going to come from? Who's going to step up? Like I really kind of wish we had a little bit more of that. Josh King, like Josh King needs to be. Josh King needs to be in this game. It needs to be in this game like yesterday. And I think we also have to. Also, Sasha Lukic has to go. I wish I could say differently, but he needs to be out of this game. You're already gonna miss the Sunderland game. Getting a red card is not gonna help. Not gonna help anyone. So I'm gonna take a step out. I'll be back a little less than 8 minutes. Actually, the score: Fulham 0, Everton 1. Rightly so. But thank you to everyone who's been watching. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Second half is about to get started. And we have kicked off. Thanks for everyone who's watching. This is Jonas Brasco. And wow, my mic came off. All right, I don't know who's been having the most problems. Fulham with all right. All right. Went back to the old school shirt. Feel a lot better now. King. Oh gosh, I'm so. Wolby gets it back out. All right. And the change that I was thinking was going to happen definitely did happen. Josh King comes in for Sasha Lukic. Wilson came, shot, goes over. It's Fulham had a corner. Nothing happened from it, which really kind of sucks there. But we're still spell possession. What I don't want to do in this game is just completely knock on Kevin. But this is something that's gonna situational awareness. That's gonna come over time. Like this is me trying to try to give him some benefit of the doubt that it's gonna come over time. It's gonna come. Okay, so this is interesting. So basically there's a pause in the match right now because the ref hasn't been able to get their communication devices working correctly. So they're just kind of so because of this, everyone's just kind of not quite heading off the pitch, but it's just the so yeah. I mean, I guess what you can do is just take this as a quick breather. The crowd ain't happy with it, but now all the there's replaying the goal. There's a bunch of stuff happening, but for anyone watching, thanks for hopping in. This is Jonas Brasco streaming. We're back up. Okay, we're back up and running. That'll probably be a minute of additional stoppage just added right there, just because of that moment. Everton hasn't made any subs yet. There is no reason to. Josh King had to come in for Lukic. Lukic is going to miss the next game anyway, but there's no way you want to go down to 10 men, especially not in this matchup. So, and just so we can, just for those who are curious, this is now the updated bench with Muniz, Carney, Traore, Cuenca, Chukwueze, Castagna, Lecomte, and Emil Smith Rowe. So if push comes to shove, that's what's on the bench. But Fulham did do a good job of just trying to come out in the first in the half, be a little bit more aggressive. And it's just Leno kicks it out. This has just been poor. Like literally the last 3 minutes have just been poor. They're mentioning we don't need to host. Shut. It's an offsides. And just like that, it's another breather. Another sigh of relief for Everton. Sorry. A sigh of relief for Fulham. More disappointment for Everton. A lot. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. Everton has been a lot more aggressive. They deserve to lead leading this game. All right, that's good. That's good to hear. Muniz, Chukwueze, they're going to come in. Much, much needed. Really needed. Really, really needed. It's gonna be a foul. Okay, that was a little bit more like Kevin. I kind of wish he would have shot, but it's nice to see that he was. It's nice that he was going in. He's going in there. I don't know if it would. I think he would have been better off shooting instead of the cross. I can. I'm not even going to. Chukwueze comes in. Jimenez is in. King. Muniz. And when they said where, things have gotten pretty quiet since the spammer left, but nonetheless, It's still one goal game. No, it hasn't. Some life would be nice. That could have that could have been 1-1. Kevin's gonna take the corner. Very oh, Pickford little taunts Muniz a little bit. and Everton takes possession. I gotta admit that was cute. That was cute. Bassey, Barry, Bassey keeps it in. If this Sessignon, we haven't really heard much of Sessignon today. Slight error. It's recovered. Foul on Josh King. Free kick. Okay. Everton gets a yet. It's a yellow. Also stops a free. Bassey goes towards the middle. We haven't had much of Sanderberger yet. Let's. I mean, so while this is happening, let's see what Fulham has on the bench. Says nothing. And all right, we got two subs left. That's what's on the bench. And that may be something we've been watching here. It's like Josh King seems to be a little bit more disciplined compared to those first few moments. 65th minute, still 1-0. Great stop out Josh King. Josh King's trying to take on three people. No foul. No foul. Again, I was commenting on how you were calming down. I really now need you to do that, Josh King. Just calm down, Josh King, please. Sheesh. I know you want to do things, Josh King, but I do really need you to calm down. West Ham has tied it up against Burnley. That one's 1-1 in the 70th minute. Still, 66th minute. Fulham is still in this game. Sandberg, not a great, yeah, that not a. He was trying to get it out to the right side to Chuese, but there was just nothing there. And just like that, we made the substitution. Roll is now in there. Sander. Oh, okay. No fouls. It's just been. It's just getting scrappy. Barry has it, but knocks away. Tete. Yeah, it's just bad passing. But Tete again doing a great job on Grealish. Cross into the box. Anderson gets to it. Tete. Ajay. Going in. Ajay. It's going to be a corner. Off of Sess. Sess is not. That we haven't had talked a lot about Sessignon in this game. Still, no 70th minute. Get that bench back. Ref gets in the way. Someone thought they were going to. The goal go. Ghana, the goal scorer, tried to make something happen there. Just way, just a little bit wide left. Everton, wow, is just crowding. If the game ends like this, despite everything, Fulham should consider themselves very lucky because this game could have definitely been worse. Najai got it. It's offsides. They got it early. Beto. Beto. All Fulham fans should know who Beto is after that last one. I do not want to see. I'm not surprised. Fulham trying to be a little bit more aggressive, but Everton is doing a great job of just holding on. This is what I wanted to see. Everton is doing what we're not doing, which is holding on to the ball. And it's just I don't I can't even say Fulham is is getting the ball back because it's like they're just turning it back over. Yeah, they nearly did. Sessignon, but they're maintaining possession. This spell of possession has been really, really good for Everton. This is one of those things where my only comment is Fulham, please take notes. In the meantime, we have thanks for everyone who has been. And just in case people don't know, there is a chat. The chat is just not on the screen, but there is a chat. Feel free to come in, say the piece. And wow, this is just not. Still, this possession. It's like Everton will not be denied. Shot on goal, not really. It's a shot. It's not on goal, but it is a shot. Wow. Okay. This is I don't know what I hmm. I'm sorry. I just had to wait. Why was that done in the first place? Why did Muniz come in the first place? If that was what was going to happen, why did he even come in the first place? Okay. Kevin with King has to get it back out to Sanderberger. We're not more Chukwueze, but good job getting Kevin. What's Kevin gonna find? Kevin tries to find King Chukwueze, but nothing. I was hoping King was gonna be somewhere near. Fulham only has one substitution left. That's what's Chukwueze wants to make. Okay, not foul, not a foul. Sanderberger gets it up to Traore. King, nice ball by King, but just no one was in there. And it's going to be a throw in for Fulham. And Beto is in for Barry. Beto is the one who denied Fulham a victory the last time. Well, I can't say the last time they were here. This is the first time they've been at the Everton Stadium, but still back at Everton. I'm back at Goodison Park. Talking about the defense, West Ham is now 2-up on Burnley. Sorry, 2-1 on Burnley. Beto with a break. Bassey's coming after him. Bassey, a little bit of a push, is able to slow him down. Still. And Sessegnon gives up a corner. We're now down. We're now up to 30 views today. So thanks. This has been a trying to think what you can do. I don't even have to wait for VAR on that one. Yeah, sorry. I pressed the wrong button. There it is. No, even I knew. Even I knew that it's like Fulham can only get so lucky. It does hit the shoulder, but it's not handball. Leno got up, but it's just I think that's gonna and a goal kick. And now Fulham only has one sub. I think you have to put in Tom Carney. King tried to get something going, but nope. It's gonna be advantage Everton. Jai will be tried to get. Wow. They're literally saying it was a match last year. The last time Fulham has been able to come down from two goals down to get a point. Kevin tried to thread it to King. That wasn't happening. Kevin still has the ball. Sanderberger, nope, not a shooter. Traore shoots. Pickford with the save, and it's gonna be thrown. It's gonna be a throw for Fulham. Kevin doing good job. They're gonna call a foul. They're gonna call a foul. Try. It actually is. It's a deflection. Grealish gets the deflection on it, so it is gonna go down as a shot. And Pickford just boots it away. Oh no, Anderson was not gonna kick that in. Even though yes, Anderson and Diop had the only own goals for Fulham last year. Dewsbury Hall is going to take the corner for Everton. Good sliding tackle from Sessegnon. Again, Fulham only has. Emil Smith Rowe's going to come in. And Kevin comes. Kevin's gonna. Kevin's evening is over. And with Smith Rowe in, that's it for Fulham subs. There are no more subs for Fulham in this game. 88th minute. Mm. And Fulham is caught up on possession, but it's just not. Yeah, I'm don't even. I don't even think I'm going to look at the stats on this one afterwards because the stat sheet almost is going to be almost like it's almost a lie. O'Brien comes in for Dewsbury Hall. There's still be one more, and that's a foul. Foul on Chukwueze. Um, it's a foul. I don't think it's a card, but it's definitely a foul. I really have no issues with the ref on this one. They have not announced stoppage. Standing over the free kick, and it just kind of sails. And there's 6 minutes more stoppage time. O'Brien's gonna gets it towards the cross. The ref is trying to clear out quickly, but Fulham not quite on the break. Smith Rowe tried to do the threading. Pickford can't get away. Excuse me, Bassi had to come up. And Traore gets a handball. Yeah, there's no debate on that. Look, this has been all Everton. The Fulham fans are leaving. Tete. Wow. And West Ham puts another one. It's now 3-1. I think that's one thing if you're a Fulham fan is that Everton would move up to 11th after this, while Fulham would be at 15th still. With Burnley losing, that's gonna that will be the lowest that's gonna happen right now. The goal differential is gonna go up to -4, and still 1/4 of Fulham's goals have just been own goals, unless something happens here. Last thing we need is another stoppage time. It's hard to stay positive after this, but this is just another day at the office. Chare is gonna get foul. I need him to get up because the whistles. Nope, Burnley's not giving up. Burnley just scored one, so it's now 3-2. How much stoppage is left in that game? It was not enough. Burnley goes down. It was literally last kick of the game from what it looks like, Cullen. And that's how this ends. And I had to cut off the stream. Not the stream. I had to cut off my. How's everyone doing? That was only 35 people came via the stream, and for that I'm thankful because there was nothing that needed to be seen. There was absolutely nothing that needed to be seen in that game. It's not even that it ends to nothing. Like that sucks, but it's not even the worst part. It's just the fact that there were no real good chances. There was maybe one real good chance on goal. All shots were pretty much outside the box. Pickford really wasn't challenged that much. So that one's going to go in the books. The next one's going to be on the 22nd. So we got a couple weeks. 2 weeks before the match at Sunderland. And then the following, the Spurs. Sorry. That's how the story goes. Final score, Everton 2, Fulham 0. Kaye scores in stoppage time to make it 1-0 going into the half. Uh, Everton had 3 disallowed goals, and I think 2 of them should have been. This game really should have been 4 or 5-0 easily. But even though the back line wasn't there, my man of the match is a tie between Leno for doing what he could do and Tete for doing a great job on Jack Grealish. He really prevented Jack Grealish from really getting anything going. But that's not what matters. At the end of the day, it's a scoreline. And with West Ham's win, Fulham is now a point away from the bottom 3. Forest has 6, Wolves has 2, but West Ham has 10, and Fulham only has 11. And Sunderland's in 5th. I should go ahead and mention that Sunderland is in 5th, but maybe something to keep in mind for the Sunderland game is that even though Sunderland is in 5th, Sunderland has scored the same amount of goals as Fulham, which is 12. The only difference is Sunderland's only given up 8 goals. Fulham has given up 16. So we're gonna see what happens in 2 weeks, which maybe it's what it needs. Try to make up some new plays. Josh King's still a bit of a hothead, but I cooled down a bit. Kevin's need to hold on to the ball more. Need to hold on to the ball more. Unfortunately, I have some things I have to get to today, but I will be back in 2 weeks. Once again, Everton 2, Fulham 0. On this night we go down, but in the end, hopefully it's going to be up the Fulham. Thanks again. See you next time.